Salam Sejahtera. My name is Victor Tengkok Leong. Today I'm going to present regarding my topic, MIT App Invention as an app-based learning tool for electrical service course in the Building Services Engineering at Malaysian Polytechnic. So what is this innovation about? Okay, the research paper written is to analyze the effectiveness of mobile app, particularly using the MIT App Inventor as a multimedia teaching and learning app to assist educators like myself to facilitate the learning process. This innovation procedure is to help the educators to leverage the learning through the use of mobile apps in the classroom and beyond. The student can take this learning app and use it at their own free time when they are at home or outside. Specially developed using MIT Invention software, which consists of lecture notes and quizzes. To add the student for DCB 2062 Electrical Service 1 course taught in the Malaysian Polytechnic. So, why is this innovation important? Because DCB 2062 is a relative new course. There is not much module or notes prepared for this course for the instructor and also the student. So we need to create a new notes for the student. So moreover, it involves a lot of theories which rely heavily on memorization on the part of the student, which the student having difficulties on. So, therefore, a teaching and learning app for the DCB 2062 is designed specifically to implement it using the MIT App Invention software for lecturers like myself to assist the student in the learning of this challenging course. So, they have a innovation tools to guide them through their studies. So, what is the objective of this learning app? Okay, so I want to develop a mobile teaching and learning app for the DCB 2062 using the MIT App Inventor software. So after I create the next step, I want to assess the effectiveness of the teaching and learning app by comparing the reports compiled from the quiz and test given for 2 semesters. And also to collect the survey from the participant. Okay, the scope of this project consists of the notes for DCB 2062, which are based on the syllabus from the Polytechnic Department Studies. Okay, the assessment of this effectiveness of the teacher learning app by comparing the report compiled from the quiz and test given for 2 consecutive semesters, and also from the survey collected from the participants. So how are I going to conduct this methodology? Firstly, I want to evaluate the effectiveness of teaching learning app developed. So 2 groups of students is registered for this course. One is the 2019 June session and the other is the 2019 December session. So the student registered in the June 2019 session will be the group that set for the quiz and test without using the guidance of the MIT App Invention software, whereas the student registered in the December 2019 will be provided with the teaching and learning app. After that, the marks will be obtained, then compiled, then I will do a comparison chart between those 2 semesters of students. So, from the result, the table 1 shows the quiz and test result of the DCB 2062 for the student in the June 2019 session. A total of 10 students set for this quiz and test. The marks or the maximum marks for this quiz and test is 15 each. So the average mark obtained for the quiz is 7.9 out of the 10 students, and also for the test is 10.5. 20% of the students score 10 marks or more for the quiz, whereas 60% of the students obtain 10 marks or more for the test. So from this table 2 is the student that set for the quiz and test for the December 2019 session. There are a total of 38 of them. So for the average mark for the quiz is 10.3 and for the test is 10.9. Same with the previous one, the maximum marks for the quiz and test is 15 marks. Okay. So from the average, we can see that there is an increment of 2.4 average for the quiz and an increase of 0.4 average marks for the test. This improvement is minor but is still significant. Okay, 60% of the students obtain 10 marks or more for the quiz, whereas 74% of the students obtain 10 marks or more for the test. An increment of 48% for the quiz and 40% for the test as compared to the previous semester show major improvement for the total number of students who obtain 10 or more marks. Subsequently, this shows that the usage of teaching and learning aids is indeed effective, and the student can understand the theory easily and can implement their knowledge properly and effectively while taking their test and quiz. Furthermore, the proper understanding of how the topics are laid out, analyzed, memorized, the student to perform better in their exam. So the next step, a questionnaire is given to the December 2019 session students. Okay, I want to find out their opinions on the application of this MIT Inventor software during their studies. Okay, a total of 38 respondents gave feedback to the questionnaire. There is a total of 5 questions presented inside the questionnaire. The range of response is from strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. After that, I collected all the questionnaire. Then I compiled using the bar chart as representative as the figure below. Okay, so from the figure, a total of 74% of the respondents strongly agree the usage of the app can help them get better understanding of the topic presented. Another 36% agree that the statement is also true, whereas none of them disagree the use of the application. From the figure 2, a total of 60 respondents strongly agree that the use of the app can be more fun as compared with the traditional method, which is by learning from books, learning from the internet. Okay, another 24% agree to this statement also, and none of them have any objection of using this software also. Okay, for the next figure, a resounding 98% of the respondents strongly agree that the use of the app can help them get a better understanding of the subject compared to their reading a textbook. And the 2% agree to this statement also. So all of them have a very strong, how to say, opinion of using this software as compared with the traditional method of using textbook. The next figure shows the app inventor help them prepare better for the test. Okay, a total of 47% of the respondents strongly agree that using the app can help them get better prepare for the future test. Another 53% of them strongly agree to this statement also, whereas none of them have any objection of using this software as a revision tool. So the next figure shows the effectiveness of using this teaching and learning tool. A total of 92% of respondents strongly agree that usage of the tool can help them increase the effectiveness in teaching and learning experience. Another 8% agree to this statement. None of them have any objection to this statement also. So, in conclusion, it is recommended to further improve the Treasure Multimedia Teaching app by adding more tutorial video in the slide to show more example cover in the syllabus. Okay, currently I'm only using text and pictures, so I don't have any videos. So in the future improvement, I will try to add more video inside the teaching and learning app. So the evaluation of this effectiveness of the teacher and learning aid should expand to the current content of the slide of the DC 2062 through proper methodology as a pre and post test result. This newly developed teaching aid have been proven to help the instructor like myself to better expand outside of the classroom environment. Moreover, students were able to understand the notes easily as handphone is part of the daily driver which they constantly carry around instead of using paper notes or notebook. The mobile teaching learning aid can be used not only for DCB 2062 but also for other subjects also, such as lab practices as a teaching and learning tools in classroom and also at home. Lastly, from the quiz and test result of them, together with the feedback from the questionnaire, we can easily conclude that the app is very effective in guiding the student in their daily studies routine. So, this is a rough picture, a rough representation of the software. Okay, the software consists of the designer interface and also the block interface. Okay, the designer interface will display the GUI or the graphic user interface. This will be displayed on the final product, which is on the handphone. So the block interface is to help the user, is to help the creator to create the questionnaire and also the notes. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you again. Thank you and goodbye.